Hello and welcome back to some City Skylines with me, Scottish Mancave. Hope everyone is having a fantastic week. And it's about time I got back to doing some Mancave City. And yeah, we have a few problems. As the city's getting bigger, it would help if I turned down my stream so nobody could hear me in the background. But again, hope everyone is doing well. I've noticed as well, nobody's actually streamed today. Alf the MVP didn't do a stream. Then a gamer's not done a stream. Simon's not done a stream. So everyone must be super busy on this Thursday. So I thought, why not? I better stream. But yeah, there's quite a bit of crime going on, which I'm not liking. Don't know why. We're having some garbage issues over here. So the first thing I think I'm going to do right away is just put my taxes up for the police. Because, yeah, it just seems to be a lot of problems. And same with the fire brigade. We're going to put that up as well. And the health. We'll put it all up to 110%. So we've got more money, so we can have a bigger budget. Let's see if this kind of works. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good day. Yeah, I think we're going to need to build some more landfill sites as well. Or like plants. So again, we're going to build one here. So we've got a few insulation plants. So that might just help with the rubbish. I don't think this is needing emptied. Or it's been emptying, yeah, so it's been emptying. But yeah, we've got a wee bit of crime issue. Don't know why. So where's our cop cars? That's my question. Which is a bit concerning. Even here. What's going on? Crime rate is high. So we're having a bit of issues with just crime in general. Unfortunately. So what I'm thinking is potentially we can make this bit down the coast, maybe like a bit of a city as well. Like a district. And then that way you could maybe get like a police headquarters. That's my thinking behind it, because yeah, I really don't know. It's either that or we upgrade this area to have a better police department. Because we've got the little one. But I'm not really sure. What we do, to be honest, but we'll figure it out. And I'm just going to make sure I can see the live chat as well. But yeah, we're just having a bit of crime problem. So even now, I'm tempted just to raise the taxes even more. Maybe 120%. So that means there's a bigger budget for the police. See if that works. I want some cop cars. Here we go. Here's a cop car. No, it's not. Garbage. There is a cop cars. But I hope everyone's doing good. I know there was some football on tonight. Last time I checked, Man United was drawn 2-2. So definitely keep me informed, guys, of the scores. And yeah, that should hopefully be our problems there. Now, we've got a bit of an issue here, which I never realised. To clean up this water, we're going to need some electricity, which we do not have. So, I'm going to have to connect this to the grid. So maybe this way. And maybe behind here. So connect that to the grid, and that should hopefully stop that electricity problem over here. There we go, that's sorted. So this should start cleaning up our water now, hopefully. Which is good. Yeah, I'm still getting these crime. Don't know why. And here we go, here's our police cars now, finally. Finally, there we go. So I'm hoping with a bigger budget, we might not make as big a profit, but yeah, we are just having so much issues in this sort of area. With rubbish. Could be something to do with the roads. But I'm hoping that kind of just quiets down a little bit. Unfortunately, this area is just getting busy with traffic. Where's a cop car for this area? But we're not really building anything, so we better. Oh, right, okay. Got an abandoned building there. Got rubbish problems again here. Yeah, we are just having a lot of issues over here. I wonder, have we got parks and stuff in this little area? Maybe that's what we need. Better parks and stuff. No, they've got. They do have, so I don't know why they've got all that crime. Tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. I've decided. Might have to put a police station just in this little wee area. So I think what we might do, because the crime just seems to be atrocious just now. Might have to just put a little police department. Yeah, it's like the other side of town, so I think we put a little police department maybe here. Just to stop the crime. Because the crime is getting a bit bad. And I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, it's hopefully going to calm down this crime now. There we go. So because we've got another police department, our profits are going to go down a little bit, but it's okay. I feel in this area we could possibly put in on some offices, all in this bit, potentially. So I think that's what we might do. Let's just make all this offices. So I think that's exactly what we'll do. This is going to be offices. So we'll just sort of do not like that at all. But then again, if I do this, yeah, I can make this into like an office bit. And could actually connect that to that, like that. Yeah, that could possibly work. And then just fill it in with office space. Potentially. I think that might work. So we don't want more industrial really. Not in this area. And this is like a little district area anyway, so it makes sense. And we'll just carry on connecting this to the road. So we get our water. And I think that's kind of worked. What I could do as well, just this little bit. Just a wee little road here. And possibly use that for big high residential. Just this little wee bit. Like so. Yeah, something like that. It just keeps the area going, I would say. Nothing wrong with a wee bit of offices near the industrial estate. And that might just help the wee demand calm down a little bit. But again, there's a lot of commercial demand. But yeah, look at this. I think, yeah, here we could maybe... We've got some commercial over there. I'm trying to think. Because we don't really want too much commercial, I'm being honest. Possibly go to the end of this road here. So that's what we'll probably do. Just to there. So we've got more residential. And that'll be fine. Because we don't want a lot of residential. And yeah, we need a bit of water just over here, which we'll do as well. That just keeps everyone happy. Again, some police issues. Don't know why. I think we need stricter jail sentences maybe. So if I go to policies. Let's see. The prison sentences are twice as long as usual, and the harsh verdicts keep the worst felons on the streets longer. Double the usual prison sentences. Alright, I think we do that. I think we put on harsh prison sentences, because there's quite a lot of crime just now. Yeah, that might just stop people committing atrocities. There we go. So I'm tempted to make this a big area of like potential flats and stuff, potentially. We've already got the kind of layout, I guess. I needed more industrial, so what I could do is just have offices going all the way around here. So I might just do that, just little bits at a time. Instead, remove. So I'll just remove that. Go for the select tool, be easier. Not the select, the fill. Let's see if this works. So we could make this like a proper big town area. Potentially. We've got the kind of roads to do it if we wanted it as well. Especially up this bit. We can definitely work with this area here. trying to think. Hey, Achilles, how you doing, mate? How's things? Long time no see. And Zenbloke, just quickly dropping in because I'm off the bus. I'll catch the VOD. I just wanted to say I'm free Wednesday 2nd. Thanks for sharing the convention video. Oh, mate, honestly, that you see the limb sync. That must have took so much balls to get up on that stage. Like, I would probably need a couple of whiskeys to do that, but I was in stitches, mate. But yeah, Wednesday sounds good to me, mate. And yeah, that was so good. Such a good video. I highly recommend you check out Zenbloke's video. And again, good to see you in the chat as well, Achilles, and to Zenbloke. Hope you're having a fantastic day as well. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, guys. We'll just extend this bit to offices. We'll just carry on the theme here. What I might do is just extend this road just out here, like that. Yeah, something like that. We'll just fill this up. And then the rest we'll just fill with trees again. Oh wow! So big shout out to Michi Gray. He says, hello, been watching till LAN. Just got the game a week ago. Honestly, mate, this game is so much fun. You made a good decision buying this game. Absolutely love City Skylines. I wouldn't say I'm perfect, you know, we've got a few slight problems, but, you know, we're in profit, we're making some decent money, and we've only really got started, which is the good thing on this wee series, so, honestly, really glad to have you in the chat, and, yeah, that's the other thing, while we're here, we've got Achilles, and we've got Michi Gray, so, I like to have, you know, my subscribers' input on this. So, I'm going to pick an area for you guys. And if you want to name an area after yourselves, please let me know in the chat. Maybe we can have, like, the Achilles estate or something. Like how I've got the Charlie's Wood for Qs. I've got the Sandfarm Industrial Estate. I've got the Orion District here. So I would love to know in the chat if you would request any kind of names, and I'll add it to the city. It's just a bit the good thing about this series is, you know, the customization of it. So I want it to feel a little bit personal, if that's the right word. You know, have my subscribers' input, kind of thing. So that's why already this is my best build so far. I'm very early on. Right, okay, mate. That's exactly what we'll do. So see this big area here, mate. We'll do this bit, or we'll do... I'll let you choose, mate. Are you wanting this to be Louisville City, this big one, or this one over here, the smaller one? Probably maybe this one actually might be pretty good. Oh, you're from Louisville, Kentucky. Wow, that's amazing. I never thought like someone from Louisville, Kentucky would be tuning in just to a small Scottish YouTuber like myself. So, oh, that's amazing, mate. So yeah, we will definitely put this on. So maybe we'll paint the districts anyway, and then I can edit the names later. So. So we can have a Louisville City. I quite like that actually, because my name's Lewis as well, so it kind of goes, with that. So my dad used to call me Louis. So, right, I think this big area here. In fact, unless we make this Louisville City, this big area, that actually could work, you know. Do I have enough to continue the maps? No, I've got none available. Right, I think I'm gonna start a new bit of the city actually, so whichever one I appreciate. Yeah, do you wanna know something? I might just, because it's a city, and these are more, I would say, towns. I would say this is more towns, right? So, yeah, I think we start a brand new bit, actually. So this whole area is just going to be big buildings, literally big buildings. So from like from here all the way around is just going to be like massive skyscrapers, office buildings, all that sort of stuff. Because this is more outskirts anyway. This is going to be more like the big city. So yeah, that's what we'll do actually. But yeah, I really appreciate you tuning in. It's always good to hear, you know, people from different parts of the world and stuff. I absolutely love it. So yeah, this area is going to be your area, mate. Right, so what I'm going to do is paint the districts. So district painting tools, right? So we're gonna have this big area. It'll probably extend out, to be honest. I know I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, tab if I can paint. So I think this big area here is just gonna be one big area. So I think across the train tracks will be what am I trying to say? Across the train tracks will be something else, like industry or something, but along this area it's going to be a brand new city. Or part of a mega city, so like a Vancouver, I think's got like 3 different like big cities. It's quite common in the United States. It's not really in European kind of cities, but I know in like North America you have like cities within cities. So maybe not Louisville, Kentucky. I think Louisville would just be probably just one big city. But I think this would be pretty cool actually. So give this big area. And then once we unlock this, we'll carry it on even bigger. I have the game on PS5, but I'm wondering on the computer, do you get things that we did it on the PS5? So yeah, I've got this is a PS4 version, but I'm playing on the I'm lying actually. This is the Xbox One version, playing on the Series X, but I know like the PC version you get more mods and stuff, but I've never actually played the PC version before. I've just actually never tried it, but I know it's probably better for like your mods and stuff. That's the only real difference I would say. And normally the PC version, like when they release DLC and stuff, normally it'll come out a couple of months before the console versions do. That's what I would say is an advantage about being a PC player, I would say. So here we go, Louisville City. So we're going to make this a big city. And once we can unlock more, we will unlock we will make it bigger as well. So here we go, Louisville City. So, but yeah, the console version's probably just as good anyway. Like, there's just so much things you can do. Like, I haven't even unlocked most of the DLC, to be honest. So, I probably will buy like I had all the DLC on the PlayStation 4, but I lost that on a different account. So I will probably just go and buy all the DLC again, so we can, the city that we've already built, we can just add in the DLC like, kind of assets and stuff. So right, so here we go, Louisville City. This has got to be all like big roads and stuff kind of thing. We're going to make this a big area. Just try to figure out what we're going to do with it. I think this area should all be lower residential, I would say. So what I'm going to do is just, again, we'll have grid patterns, but over this way, once we unlock, it won't really be grid as we're going down the coast kind of thing. So yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll extend Louisville City. So Louisville City is literally going to be from this little train tracks here all the way down, kind of thing. So this is going to be a big city, big area. So right, we need residential anyway. We need more office based as well. So right, in fact, we can continue on from here. We can actually continue on from here. Literally. So if I go to carved, no, we need an upgrade, sorry. So I might upgrade. Trying to figure out what I'm doing is the big hard thing here. But yeah, I just want this to be big city in that area. Right, straight. Here we go. So we'll build some residential here. So like this. Yeah, we're gonna build. So these are gonna be like grid based. Yeah, we'll have these as like grid based. Like so. Yeah, we're gonna have this actually as high residential, I think. Something like this. We'll figure it out. So we'll have a few going like this. Probably need one more going down the way. Like this. And again, I'll just connect these like so. Perfect. What I might do is a couple more spaces already occupied. Why is that? So 3, 4. So yeah, we'll build on this little wee hill. As well. So it just sort of mixes it up. That's the annoying thing about building on the hills, this wee gap over here. I watched one of your videos on how to get the most money when starting. I did the same as you did. I have 20,000 residents and about $1.5 million. Oh my god, that is amazing. And what's some good advice when starting a city? Probably not building too much too soon. Just sort of take your time with it. Kind of thing, and just like one thing I always try and do is have more residential demand than say like how I've got it just now. I've got more commercial and industrial, so I always like to have it on that there's a demand for houses, but also probably it's just making sure that you, like, I always take a loan out to start with, but oh, the slope's too steep here. That's interesting. I could technically do away with that slope, but Yeah, I might do something like that. Let's see. Yeah, could do something like this. We'll figure it out here. But yeah, still slope's too steep. Yeah, no, I'm sorry guys, I actually hate this. I actually hate it. Yeah, I think, as I say, my biggest advice is just don't build too much too soon. And you shouldn't go out of debt by doing that. I think that's my biggest advice, I would say. So, as I say, this area is going to be all grid kind of based. But it'll be all high residential. But obviously we're going to have to... See, the good thing is, because we've got the money, we can actually plan ahead a little bit. So even this area can be like littler residential. But yeah, I think that's the biggest advice I would give you. But again, it's all trial and error. Like, it took me such a long time to figure out City Skylines, basically. And like, oh, I just how can I say, to really master the game. And even then, I'm still, I wouldn't say I'm a master. Like, still got some little issues, not big, but little issues. Kind of hang, but still, I know you can use a landscaping tool here, so I might just do that. Let's see if that works. Then landscaping tool again. See, we need it to go down. Cause yeah, it's a bit rocky. Look at that. That's a big slope. Nah, we're wanting it to go down the way. To be fair, actually, I kind of like the idea of that slope. So I think we keep it, actually. Might look pretty good. Especially because this is more flat land here. So in fact, that's what we're going to do. So this is going to connect up with this area. So what we're going to do is have a main road. Probably about here. Again, the slope's steep, but that's okay. Something like this. We'll connect that to this road here. Like so. And again with this big slope, I think what we do is work around it. Like so. Yeah, that's working. So that's perfect. That's actually working. So we've got this, because I quite like this little slopey area. I think we could maybe do something with it potentially. For Louisville City. And I think this area here is going to be a main kind of area. So we're going to have like a police station, we'll have a hospital. You know, we'll have quite a few things, and then this area will be more low density residential, I think. So it'll be quite nice, I think. But But yeah, I really appreciate the feedback as well, by the way, Michi, because as I say, it's always good just to communicate with, you know, like-minded gamers like yourself that love this game, took an interest to the game, because honestly it's such an old game but it holds up. One thing I know is obviously City Skylines 2 is out for PC, but there's been so much issues with it, so it's been a bit of a, how can I say, it's been a bit of a disaster, but I think the game's starting to be fixed now. So it might be worth even playing City Skylines 2 on Steam. But myself, I haven't tried it. I'm just strictly more just a console gamer, really. But right, we'll connect that to there. So that's how we sort of deal with this issue. And I'm okay with that, like, hill at the top here kind of thing. So I might actually make this into more offices, you know, potentially. I'm not sure. We can have office space, but we can also have, you know, this area is going to be just clear, and then I'll figure out how we can disguise this farmland area. If that makes sense. But yeah, we'll just carry on. What we might try and do is connect this road up to this road as well. So that gives that option. So what I'm going to do here, this is going to be like a center kind of area over here. And in fact, we will upgrade this to a 2-lane road. Because the bigger the city gets, the more I'm going to extend this out. So I think it'll come good. And to be honest, guys, yeah, I've decided I'm going to extend it all the way. So upgrade. Yeah, we're going to upgrade all this to a 2-lane road. Yeah, something like that. So this is all going to be residential, but the high-rise residential. But I don't want to have too much too soon, so I think we'll have a couple here. And this little bit can be like a park area. Seem like here we'll have some gaps. It's not all just blocks of flats. Oh, you have two. Okay, I thought this was two. No, this is the original City Skylines. This was the one that came out, I think, 2014. So City Skylines 2 for consoles isn't really out until, I think it's December this year, I believe. It can do. So when you're zoning areas, you can have certain like policies and stuff. So for example, just say you wanted all this to be low residential. You can have that, if that makes sense. Or like what you'll see here with Louisville City, we'll make some really big buildings, commercial buildings that'll be massive, sort of thing. So let me just actually show you. Might be easier. So we're going to use this area as like massive buildings, right? Yeah, we'll use this as like a big area for commercial. So if I do this, right, I don't want every one, right? So Right, if I extend this road here, we'll make it free. We'll do this. We'll do this, right? So right, we'll do something like this. Right. So this is going to be like the city center area. Again, I don't want to spend too much because although I've got a lot of money, it's not really a lot of money. So this area's got to be like hotels and stuff, right? So if I go to residential and then I go to tourism specification, here we go. So Louisville City is going to be like a big touristy kind of place, right? So we've built our roads here, right? But I'm going to keep this theme of big roads like that. So it's sort of working just now. We've got these roads here, perfect, right? So I'm going to extend this probably to, yeah, we'll put it to here. So this is like the main city center, you could say, area. And we'll just get some little roads now. And I'm just going to sort of, in this little area, just build a road in it. Something like this. It's a bit of a windy road, but I'm okay with that. So I think what we'll do is we could connect it like this. Yeah, we'll connect it like this. So it just gives it a little bit a difference. So it's not 100% zoning. So I need electricity first and foremost. We need electric. So we will do that right now. To Louisville City. And I'll connect it here because that's where we want it to go. Right, so this is going to be Louisville City, right? Like one of the main bits of the city. And now we're going to add some water. So we need our pipes. Let's see if this works. So we'll just... Again, I don't want to spend too much money that I don't have. If I've got a lot of money, it doesn't feel like a lot. Yeah. Aye, City Skylines remastered. That's spot on, mate. Spot on. City Skylines remastered. But I really want City Skylines 2 to come out on console. That will be a day one purchase for me, so when it does, I will be streaming it. But it's just been delayed so many times now. It was actually supposed to come out 2 years ago on console. So I'm a bit gutted it didn't. Right, here we go. So this is looking quite nice actually. So what I'm going to do now is get some high-rise density, and now this should actually become really big buildings. But it might take a wee bit. Oh, in fact, it would help if I could connect the roads. So what I'm actually going to do here is connect this road to that road, because people won't manage to come into the city. That would help. So I think what we'll do is freeform. We're going over power lines, aren't we? Right, go straight here. There we go. Something like this. There we go. So now people can get into Louisville City. To be honest, I'm so yeah, I'm going to upgrade it. We want this city to look so smart. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be hotels and stuff, so... There we go. See how this goes. And I'm hoping... Here we go. Here's a first commercial. Already, these are bigger buildings. That I've got in the city, so... Look at that size. That's amazing. I don't know why they're complaining about water. Oh right, yeah, of course. I've got to connect the water. That would help. So I need to connect it to a close pipe. That'll do. The electricity will come in a second. But already, see, this is the issue. I just hate doing commercial in general. Right, do this. So it just gets rid of this electricity problem. So already this is looking completely different to the rest of my city. Oh my god, what's going on here? So we'll add the water in. Like so. And yeah, this is starting to look better now. So this is going to be such a big area of the city. We'll have trains, we'll have trams. I absolutely love this red building, by the way. It just looks cool. And in this area, we'll continue on. We need right, so we need industrial. So I think this is all going to be offices, literally. So yeah, we'll make these offices. So it's going to be like a main commercial area. Yeah, this is going to look good, I think. Even with this sort of area, I think it could look cool. Again, just need a wee bit more water. And I'm going to need more water treatment as well. But it makes sense, offices being in like a city centre. That's what it is, Louisville City. I quite like that, actually. It's about time we needed like a city within a mega city. So we're going to have a big area for our emergency services as well. Now that's not too bad. So I think the residential demand will start growing as well. I'm gonna have to try and manage this area as best as I can because, yeah, what's going on here? Some people are moaning about prices. We've got a fancy house. Tax is too high. I disagree. Whoa. Oh. You have some more residential here. Starting to build. There we go. So this is just like the countryside, really. A little mini village. But yeah, we are in demand for residential. But look at this area now. This is looking so good. Not enough educated workers. Right, so I knew this would be an issue. So this is why this area is going to be universities, colleges, all that sort of stuff. Like so. And yeah, we are going to make this like the university area. And yeah, something like that. Because again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Because we don't want this to just be boring grids, either, kind of thing. So just adds. But you need basically large roads to connect with each other, or it just kind of doesn't go well. So that's hence these bigger roads here. And technically, what I could do is as well, just like that. So this is going to be our emergency services, our, you know, hospitals, colleges, all that sort of stuff. So let's go to education. We need a university. There we go, university. Lot of money. Lot of money. But I think it needs to be in the city centre. That's the perfect place. So we've got a university next to retail. That looks okay actually. That looks not too bad. Of course we're going to need more of the residential. I think this is where this area comes into play. This bit. So we are getting a bit of a demand for residential. So that will be a residential kind of area here. So Louisville City is getting big already, because we need the people. We need people moving in. On this mega project. Yeah, we are running low of water here, so I might have to just top up the water. Don't want to spend too much, but still in profit, which is good. But yeah, look at this. I hate this. This is what I hate about City Skylines. I just don't want empty buildings for the sake of emptying buildings. Right, what's this? Water treatment plant, which we've got. So again, just had one of these just now. I will buy DLC. I will get DLC added in at some point. At least that's alright. That area's doing well. That area's doing well. Just this area's now. So, but at least we're getting the residential going. So we will create taxi ranks, bus services, all that sort of stuff here as well. Just connect these pipes like so. Even then, our water treatment's not the best. But already, this is looking not too bad. This is not looking too bad. Just this areas. And again, we could probably do a school over here. High school. So this could actually be like a uni area kind of thing. We need education. I think a school next to the uni makes sense. I also need more electricity lines just to get to this bit. It's frustrating. It's okay. What we'll do is, because I like power lines. I know a lot of people don't, but I just think it gives a bit of realism. There we go. There we go. That looks okay. So that should give us electricity for the uni. And even the residential houses are pretty big, so in our city. We need to connect that pipeline though. Like so. Right, what's this saying here? Not enough educated workers. Well, we've just put down a school, so there's not much else we can do. But look at all these people moving into the city now. Which is pretty cool. I feel like we need a road coming into here as well. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And freeform it a little bit so it's not boring. There we go, something like that. That looks okay actually. So we need the big roads to connect to the city. We don't want to just have one massive road. Trucks need to get rubbish. All that sort of stuff. I think we're going to have a public library as well. Yeah. Public library. In here. In here. Yeah, we'll go there. So already this is looking not too bad. It's looking quite bulky actually. In our little city. Now we've got some crime. I knew that was going to happen. So we need a police station. And I feel we should build a police station probably around this area. No, in fact, we should build it over here because it'll be close to a residential. So that's exactly what we'll do. Yeah, and we'll keep this one straight. Like so. And we'll just add another main road in like this. That's perfect, that's absolutely perfect. So, again, we'll just build another road in the middle. Say that looks like the middle to me. Yeah, I'd say that looks like the middle. That's perfect. That's perfect. Something like that. Same again. Something like this. Yeah, something like that will do. So we want the police station pretty close to the whole thing. Look at that, it's annoying. Just not enough educated workers just now. Is there a policy I can put on maybe? Let me see. Policies, let me see. Education boost, here we go. So we've got an education boost because we need to keep these guys in business. That's way too much. Way too much. But Louisville City's looking good, I must admit. We'll get a tram network in this area here to connect all the way to over here, so we can get people to the big city. We'll maybe have tram coming in here as well to connect us. So, right, continuing on. We need a police station badly. So, police department. Probably about... Stick it there? Trying to think maybe put it... Trying to think where we put a police department. Probably... I would say here. Yeah, we'll stick a police department in here. We've got a big police department, so... Yeah, it's got water as well. So yeah, we'll stick a police department there, and that way it can connect a few ways to get to our residentials. And I'm hoping this education boost helps as well. So we need more office buildings too. So we'll get more residential, office buildings just in here. Like so. And what we will do as well is build one big park around this area. A massive park. We've got a first casualty. As long as it's not this beautiful red building. But it's looking good. It's looking good. For some reason needing water. That's fine. How's the rest of the city getting on? Can't neglect it too much. But it should start looking after itself. What I'm going to do as well is electricity. Electricity is actually doing okay, but I like just keeping on top of it. So we've got another wind kind of farm. But yeah, this Louisville City's looking big now. Just unfortunate with the that's the annoying thing sometimes, is just not enough educated workers. But I've put in literally everything I need. University, a high school, what's this? The Creators Library. Right, I could put this in somewhere. You know what, I'm going to delete this road here. And we'll put that in. Yeah, we'll put that in, that looks good. Hey, there we go, 15,000. And now we've got solar power plants, which is ace. We can take out a FAD loan as well, so we're already up to 15,000, which is good. But I think we will go for the solar power plants soon. I'm happy with that. That is looking good. Even the offices are looking not too bad. Still a massive demand for commercial, which I really don't get why. So again, might use just this area, just for more offices. That's what we'll probably do. So we'll just build more offices around this bit. But we'll make it a bit more unique. Or at least try to make it kind of unique. So again, it doesn't seem boring. So yeah, something like that. Something like that seems fine. Again, we'll just pop this with offices. Just fill this areas. We won't do too much at once. We'll just do this little wee area. So again, I do want parks and stuff. Yeah, I hope everyone is enjoying this series so far, but yeah, this is so annoying. Specializings are always at the height. Yeah, not enough customers. Right, so they are screaming for more residential. So I think what we do is extend this. So 2, 3. This is all going to be our residential. And again, it's grid patterns, but we need to keep our population quite big. So all that is going to be residential. All high. As well, so just carry on with that progress. Don't want to take loans out, that's for sure. So hopefully eventually we can get our airport as well. We'll have a few airports maybe in Louisville City. Well, one in Louisville City and other cities potentially. There we go. Oh, we've got some water problems here with the offices. There we go. But this is looking good, I must admit. What do you guys think? Just this is the pain. What we might need to do as well is connect this city to this motorway over here. I never thought of that. That's going to be an issue as well. Rubbish. So I think that's what we need to do. Is sort of connect this city. So that's what we're going to do. Don't think we need that. I think we just need something like this. Something like this. Yeah, something like that. It's a bit annoying. Something like that. Can I have a wee bridge maybe? A tunnel? We'll figure it out. So we'll just stick this here. Right, and what we'll do is with the freeway, freeform, something like this. Yeah, like that. Kinda looks ugly. But it'll do just now. Change direction. So what we need to do is get this highway into here somehow. And I think the best way is potentially a bridge. Or continuing this highway. Potentially. Like this. Something like this. Yeah, something like this maybe. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it's not perfect, but I think this could work. I think this could work. Yeah, that is going to work. That is absolutely going to work. Upgrade. Right, change direction. So we need to change it this way. Oops. Something like this. And that just gets things on the highway. Ah, right, okay. We're going the wrong way, so we need to go this way. That makes sense. Makes lots of sense. So that needs to go this way. My only fear is the traffic around here. That we'll soon see. We shall soon see, but I quite like that. And now we need to change the direction this way. We'll see how it works. But this is one way of getting into the main city. Right, let's see how that works. What I'm going to do as well I think so far it's working okay. I think it's working okay. But look at that. Right, I think we can solve this issue as well. If we build like a tube station. So I think if we do that and basically connect all our transport, we might be okay. Especially if we connect it to here. Yeah, that could be a shout, you know. That could be a little shout. But so far, yeah, we've got all these issues here. It's going to be so difficult working this out. But Louisville City's looking good. I appreciate everyone still watching. I quite like this little area. Right, so what's the biggest gripe for them just now? Not enough customers. Specialized industry buildings are always at the highest level. Still uneducated for some reason. Don't know what else I can really do. It says here that universal eligible. Let me see something. If I go to policies again, schools out, what's that mean? No, we don't want that either. Try to figure things out, guys. Technically could have carried on this main road here, but could I actually? Can I carry this on? If I use this road here. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just working this out, you know. It's just going to be the difficult thing. Do need to bin lorries as well. So I'm way over here. I think we might need some more things, but this electricity plants, we're okay for energy right now. Again, another abandoned building. It's an issue. I've probably done way too much residential. But Louisville City's looking good. But yeah, Michi as well. I'll need to check out your channel. Do you upload content at all on YouTube? Because if you do City Skylines, I'll definitely watch. Let's see. No, I think you just play. But it's always good to have people that are brand new to the channel. Yeah, Louisville's gotten big, yeah. It's getting there, but it's just too much. That's probably my biggest tip. So you see all this here, I've probably built way too much residential. Sorry, commercial. Hence all of this. That's my biggest frustration because it says it's in demand, but yeah, we've just not got enough people apparently. I might need like an industry area just to keep things going. Yeah, you don't know how to upload it. Yeah, I think you can actually, like, if you're playing from your PS5, you can actually just stream through your PS5 kind of thing. Don't need anything too extreme. I use Streamlabs OBS normally, but landfill site is full, so I need to empty this. Yeah, I think I might need another industrial estate, to be honest. But Louisville City's there's so much problems already. So much problems. I need the manpower. Right, so again, we'll just keep adding these offices into this wee area and just hope. Yeah, look at this. This is just atrocious. It's just atrocious. I hate doing this. This is the one thing I hate doing in City Skylines. Oh, wow. Right. I never noticed this was on fire. So what I need to do is build a fire station as well. To connect to my residence. I think we build a fire station here. I think that's the perfect place to have a fire station. So we've got a fire station as well. Because yeah, we haven't got that. We're gonna need a hospital too. Especially the bigger this area gets. See, it's asking for commercial, but the annoying thing is, don't need commercial. What we could do is have a low commercial zone here for these houses. It's a bit annoying, but I think we could do that. That's what we'll do. Let's just have a wee small commercial area. And we'll connect it to that road here. Something like this. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Because it just seems to be commercial. And I just absolutely despise having commercial. just add a road from here into here, a road from there to there. So it just connects everything nicely. But also means as well this sort of area can get food. I'm not really sure actually. I'd love to actually see a city. I think the best probably way is like recording it through your PS5 and then I don't know. Have you got Discord maybe? You might manage to like snapshot photos and upload it to Discord potentially through your PS5. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, right, okay. So this area, I'm not wanting big, not wanting big kind of zone. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to make this part of Hamilton Hills. This area. We're not wanting big. Not wanting big, we're not wanting big. And I'm hoping that'll. There we go. We only want little small residential. Here we go. Hoping this sort of works. So don't want a lot of commercial. In fact, this area here will be more flats. Just having issue after issue after issue. But I can't. The annoying thing is I cannot neglect the rest of the city. But it seems to be working well on its own. But I really feel we need to get this tram network going. So I think that's what we'll do. And it might just help a little bit. Might just help slightly. Trying to figure out. I think what we could do. Right, do we have room for another area? Because if we do, I have a plan. We can buy this map. Oh, none available. So annoying. I feel like we need the tube anyway. Let me see. Got the bus as well. Got a bus station. Got a metro. We've got a metro station. Ooh, elevated metro station. I think that's the way to go, you know, with the elevated one. Yeah, we'll go with it. Elevated metro station. I think it has to be here. Yeah, I think that's okay. So let's see. okay with that because we've got electricity anyway. And we will have this as freeform, so I'm okay with that. And I like the little, yeah, I like that. So we'll use freeform as well. Now this is looking okay. So we want this sort of to connect to the other cities between each other. And we want it to really connect to here. So something like this. Yeah, that works. Something like this. And what I want to do as well is connect this to this. So we're going to connect this line here to there and see what it does. So we're wanting this. Now how do I do this? I actually don't know what I'm doing. We want it to go from here to there. Don't know what I'm actually doing. You can actually have an underground one, okay. Yeah, we spent way too much money there. But see, even I'm learning. I don't even know how you do the line. I don't even know how you do it. Right, let's just say I build one here, right? Right, that might be the issue. I don't know. Maybe I need a station here. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me figure this out. Right, see if this works. All the way to... Hey! No, does that work? Don't know what I'm doing here. All I know is I want a line for the metro to start. It's not working. Yeah, I need a bit of electricity as well. So, if I carry this on, I'm not really sure, I'm a bit stuck. Not done this before. There we go. That looks alright, actually. It's just there's lines I need to figure out. Like line 1. Aha. Vehicle capacity, right, well I want this one. 450. Delete line, right. Right, I want to delete all lines. Right, we want to delete all lines. Here we go. So now we'll create a new line. Let's try this again. So create line. Right, so we're going from here all the way to here, and then we'll carry on, and we'll go all the way to here. And that's it. Sort by passengers. Active time. Line color. So it goes all the way around here. That's one stop. That's two stops. But we want this to complete the line. Is that right? No. We want to delete that. Yeah, that's so annoying. We will figure it out. It's this one I want. Right, let's try that. But I can't see any metro line working, but that's went away, so I'm guessing it's worked. Has it worked? I don't know. Goes all the way around up here. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what I'm doing. Right. Delete line. So we want to start here. Go all the way down, all the way around. Right, add stop. Yeah, stops 2. And then all the way here. Stop 3. And then that'll be it. We'll go for 450 capacity. It's just working out how I do this line. It'll be the big issue. I might need to actually watch a video on it. How do I terminate? Might need to watch a video on that. Details. Stops free. Right, let's see if this works now. Might just take a bit of time. But it's just showing annoyingly. There's nothing really driving that I can see. Which is so frustrating. Right, delete. Get rid of that. Right. Line color. I'm really not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. Try to figure this out one. But yeah, guys, I think I might leave it there. Maybe figure it out. I think we've done quite a lot today anyway. I'm getting a wee bit tired. It's, oh Jesus, look at this. It is just coming up to midnight now, so yeah, we've got some issues to sort when we come back. This is just a mess. So yeah, anyway guys, I just want to say thank you very much to the likes of Michi that was in. If you have Discord, mate, you're more than welcome to add me. It's just Scottish Mancave on Discord. And yeah, I'm sure we can somehow figure out how to find your city. So I can see your city. Also a big shout out to Zembloke who was in earlier, and Achilles as well who popped in. So just want to say thank you very much for everyone watching. And have a great one, I guess. Yeah, this is beginning to be a mess. So yeah, we will fix that when we come back, guys. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Ciao. Yeah, I appreciate it too, Michi. And really nice speaking to you. I really enjoyed that. So hope to see you again very much soon. And yeah, catch you next time, mate.